excited and delighted to welcome all of you to the 8th edition of ET Now Best Healthcare Brands 2025. We are going to build to heal and born to lead, as the theme says. So let's get the show definitely on the road, ladies and gentlemen. We will recognize the success stories of those brands who foster and provide the best services in the healthcare industry, and hence they help us build not just India, but a healthy India. On that note, straight up, we will invite our opening batter for the evening. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Rugwani Vinki Mohanlal on the stage for the opening address.
We all know that the COVID was so bad, but there are few good things which we got from this COVID era. And one of the things is, of course, this. You know, the practice has been reached in such a way now कि वो patient from a tribal district of Gadchiroli can consult a doctor sitting at Mumbai. We know that there is a Ayushman Bharat digital mission. In this, there are 23 crore people, they have their own health ID, which is called as ABHA ID now. There is a data of 23 crore people who are having some or other ailments, some or other illness. We know in numbers how many are diabetics, how many are hypertensives, how many are suffering from hemoglobinopathies. Now, see, this data is actually helping the government to formalize the policies. And now the things are going from management to the prevention part. And this data and the digitalization not only helps as far as the government policies are concerned, but to the individual also. Now, we are looking for that every person will have his own health data in a ABHA ID. Once this data will come to one person, then this can be, when that particular person visits to some other physician or a clinician, he can assess the data and he can assess the history of the patient. He can see all the past investigations which the patient has gone through. He will definitely have an advantage of it. So there are so many things which are happening in our country, but healthcare industry needs to be, can play a big role in this, along with us, with association with the government also.
And with that, looks like the stage is going to be set. So we will talk about in this very powerful CEO panel, as it's being titled, the business of healing, as it says. What are the trends? What is the turbulence? And how does we pave the way for the transformation?
So let me tee us off and invite my fellow panels. A couple of very quick, rapid-fire questions, starting with Anurag. One phrase that captures India's healthcare journey right now. 30 seconds.
I think it's transformations. Because if you look at very quickly, hospitals are changing, as our chief guest said. 10 years back, hospitals are different. Another 5 years, another 10 years, the new care models will come, and I think the whole landscape is going to transform. One word is transformation.
Awesome. Santosh, if I could invite you on the same question.
Now, healthcare is a center of attraction. It's come into the limelight, especially post-COVID. So whether it's infrastructure, technology, manpower, a lot of focus from both public and private sector. So very exciting phase.
Lovely. Harsh, any thoughts to add on this?
I think one word would be health tech, right? I think we keep talking of fintech. I think one word, tech is now part of everything in healthcare. And I think that is the transformation which we are seeing. So for me, that one big word with health tech, no longer just with startups, but I think across everyone has ensured that tech is a key part of everything they are doing.
Gautam, any things from you to add?
I think it's health has moved from being the backbencher to the center of activity and essential things now.
Dr. Rajiv, could you talk about some of the innovations that you are most excited about within the healthcare space?
I think it is the artificial intelligence which is coming into the healthcare. What we're seeing it here, sitting here, 5 years down the line, it will be totally changed. It's so much is artificial intelligence is going to change this healthcare. Whole gambit will going to change.
Anilji, if to you, home care as a space, how do you see that transforming long-term disease management?
Once patient is there at home, they always feel more comfortable. 50% disease is gone actually. When their caregivers are their mother, brother, sister and all, so that way the things, and also load on the hospital will be very, very less. So that kind of concept, I'm telling you, because why it is not booming in the India? Due to the cost. Because the outcome and value, very mismatch is there. So I think that that way we need to think, and all kind of association will help with the help of the government on the insurance companies and all.
Allow me to share with you all that humans experience 27 different kinds of emotions, and any one such emotion can make or mar an industry sometimes. So, what is it about the trust factor? How do you manage this intertwining of emotions, right? So that's how the trust factor is built. How to build authentic healthcare brands. It's going to be a CMO panel.
The first theme that I actually wanted to touch upon was the increased focus on patient centricity and personalization. How do you, evolve your marketing, your brand narratives, your marketing efforts to engage patients more directly?
There is a poster which reads like this: if you allow me to treat you, I'll charge my normal fee. But if you want me to allow Google to treat you, I'll charge double. Fundamentally, what we think is that the tech or the digital is shifting the focus from doctors to the patient side. And we're using those terms which we're using from doctor centricity to patient centricity. But at the core of a pharma healthcare business, the balance cannot be tilted. It is always doctor centricity. Okay, you have to hold that. What you can do basically is that you can help the patient to access the doctor better through the tech.
So I think as brand marketeers, the first thing we need to definitely be focusing on is how powerful is your emotional storytelling. And end of the day, we may, from our industry standpoint, we may call them as patients. But end of the day, they are customers or consumers. So, and any consumer connects to the emotional storytelling better than any other form of communication that we may go for. So whatever we are doing, ensure that it resonates with what people think, talk the language that they understand, and speak the thing that they can really want to associate themselves with your services.
So how are you seeing and helping your clients in making more personalized communication and helping them manage their patient journeys better?
First things that a platform needs to sort out upfront is hygiene, which is compliance, right? You need to first of all make sure that whatever platform you're using to do whatever engagement you want to do, because the kind of data you're handling is extremely personal and private, right? So let's get hygiene out of the way first. So any platform that you evaluate has to make sure that it has the required compliance and security measures in place. That's point number one. Now, once that is out of the way, the next thing you look at is RPTM. It has to be the right patient at the right time with the right message. It's only if you can do this repeatedly across the patient's journey, right, from discoverability to, let's say, actual treatment to post-care treatment and to continued relationship management, that's when you actually start seeing brand building, you actually start seeing results that are happening.
It is so critical that the right dissemination of education of usage of the products is consistently practiced. Training and education to our users or potential users, and more importantly, focused campaigns through digital media. I think we are ramping it up significantly, and those are the two areas I think we are going to significantly benefit out of. Having said that, just to point it out on the regulator part of it, I think all the regulations that have been brought into India are only with the sole mind for the benefiting of the patients. And India needs to move into an area wherein healthcare is not a privilege, it's a right.
I must say that we are honored to be having amongst us a distinguished young leader in healthcare administration and social welfare activities from the state of Maharashtra. Please welcome Dr. Om Prakash Shetye on the stage with a brilliant round of cheer. Dr. Shetye, thank you so much for taking the time out.
I traveled to remotest corners of Maharashtra to tribal areas, talukas, small hospitals. I speak to so many patients, check hospital readiness, and ensure transparency in all treatment. When things go right, I encourage. When they don't, I act firmly. We have also launched a toll-free number so that no person feels abandoned or unheard. On 17 April 2025, we passed a major reform. We revised treatment packages, added new procedures, created a fair pricing model, deadline up to 15 August. This ensures hospitals remain motivated to serve and patients are never charged unfairly. It's a model that balances services, scale, and sustainability. India is now showing the world what bold leadership and compassionate governance can achieve healthcare. Through schemes like Ayushman Bharat Jan Arogya Yojana and Mahatma Phule Jan Arogya Yojana, missions like our in Maharashtra, we are proving that universal healthcare is achievable and scalable.
Well, what's up next? I love how the title has been crafted. Hashtags for health. It is, yes, the time finally for the spotlight session. Fulfilling round of applauses as we welcome the star herself. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the accomplished and the very beautiful Pooja Bedi in the house.
I see wellness as holistic. Wellness for me is not an indulgence. Wellness to me is not an alternative science or a complementary science. It's a core science. Wellness is a core science. Holistic wellness is a core science that is both preventive and curative at the same time. Whether you're thinking about yoga, Ayurveda, breath work, energy healing, nature therapy, sound therapy, emotional coaching, clean food, these modalities are not just rooted in India's heritage. These have an incredible wisdom about the human body and its ability to heal. Health is a science, wellness is wisdom, and India has both. And together we can transform not just the systems, but the entire human experience that embodies us all itself.
It is that moment, ladies and gentlemen, to shed light on India's health commitment. I want you to extend an enthusiastic and a warm round of cheer as we invite our esteemed chief guest on the stage, Dr. Ajit Madhav Rao Gopchade.
WHO है, G20 है, ब्रिक्स है, SCO है, ऐसे वैश्विक मंचों पर हम स्वास्थ्य कूटनीति के माध्यम से, ग्लोबल लीडरशिप के माध्यम से हम उसका नेतृत्व कर रहे हैं। आने वाले समय में छात्रों को संशोधन में आगे बढ़ाना, मेडिकल का ट्रेनिंग देना, अस्पताल की निर्माण करना, सिर्फ अस्पताल ही नहीं निर्माण करना, तो उस अस्पताल में एक अच्छे डॉक्टर्स, अच्छी नर्सेस, अच्छे डेंटिस्ट, अच्छे पैरामेडिकल, इनके लिए भी हमने सारी सुविधा खड़ा करने के लिए एक बहुत बड़ा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इस हिंदुस्तान में खड़ा होने जा रहा है। हमारा इस देश को होलिस्टिक इंडिया का सपना साकार करने के लिए और इस देश को हेल्थ केयर में, हेल्थ के सिस्टम में ग्लोबल लीडर बनाने में आपका बहुत बड़ा सहयोग मिलेगा। आप सब जन मिलकर इस सिस्टम को हम आगे बढ़ाएंगे और हम आने वाले जनरेशन को एक अच्छा मॉडल हमको रिसर्च के माध्यम से हमको देना है। कोविड वैक्सीन तो एक नमूना था, वो एक तो ट्रेलर था, लेकिन पिक्चर अभी आगे बहुत बाकी है, क्योंकि भविष्य में विषाणु युद्ध आने वाला है, भविष्य में वायरसेस का युद्ध आने वाला है, भविष्य में बायोमेडिकल वेपन्स के बारे में भी सोचना है, उसके बारे में भी कैसे हम आगे आए, क्योंकि जैसे हमारी आर्मी, नेवी, एयरविंग जिस तरह से देश का प्रोटेक्शन करते हैं, वैसे हम लोग भी हमारे देश की जनता का प्रोटेक्शन करते हैं। इसलिए हमको मोदी जी ने कोरोना वॉरियर्स बोला था। इसलिए मेरी आपसे ये विनती है कि आने वाले दुनिया के बहुत बड़े संकट में, इस युद्ध की परिस्थिति में हम लोगों का बहुत बड़ा दायित्व है। हम सब जन मिलकर एक साथ में काम करते हुए हमारी प्रैक्टिस भी करेंगे, हमारा व्यवहार भी सुनिश्चित करेंगे, उसके साथ संशोधन करके आने वाले चुनौतियों का सामना करने के लिए इस हिंदुस्तान का सशक्तिकरण, इस हिंदुस्तान को आगे बढ़ने के लिए हम सब लोग मिलकर हाथ में हाथ मिलाकर काम करेंगे। इतना ही कर मैं मेरी वाणी को विराम देता हूं। जय हिंद।
Now we will get ahead and welcome in your august presence the much anticipated launch of ET Now Best Healthcare Brands 2025 Coffee Table Book. We invite our research partner to tell us what went into the making. How does the BTS look like? What was the methodology and what really it encompassed?
Overall, the scoring was done basis 3 steps. The first step was selection of parameters and assigning weightages, collection of data using secondary sources, and rating an index score using parameter weights. So in step 1, following parameters and weightages were considered while doing the final scoring. So in step 2, we gathered information from both primary and secondary sources. This included reviewing the company's integrated annual report, financial returns, business responsibility report, and additionally, we referred to publicly available data on platforms such as Google, Economic Times, ZoomInfo, LinkedIn, etc. To apprise you on the third step, the scoring process, each of the 8 parameters were evaluated against predefined thresholds to determine scores on a 5-point rating scale. The final scores are calculated based on the weightages assigned and the respective ratings for each of the 8 parameters.
And with that, it is time to honor the trailblazing brands that lead with purpose, shape culture, and of course, champion every way of the step. What's the wait for? May we begin with the felicitation. Please welcome Zimmer Biomet.
At Zimmer Biomet, we believe that innovation holds real value only when it is inclusive. In a country as vast and diverse as India, addressing healthcare inequities requires a thoughtful, multidimensional strategy. Our commitment lies in democratizing access to advanced technologies like telehealth, e-health platforms, and robotic-assisted surgeries. This is possible only by aligning innovation with reach and relevance. With platforms like Rosa Robotics and our ZB Edge digital ecosystem, we are advancing surgical precision while ensuring these solutions are adaptable to the unique realities of India's healthcare landscape.
Please welcome up next, Care Hospitals.
When you choose a drink today, you actually see the label and figure out how many calories and consume it. When it comes to the most important decision of your life, choosing a healthcare partner, you're actually lost. If I have to answer how I will choose, I look at 3 parameters. One is technology, second is the talent, and third is the infrastructure, along with patient care, etc. When I actually try and understand where I should go. The most important piece is for you to assess the clinical outcomes of the hospital that you're visiting. And I think that's an important part that the society should understand.
Horiba India, can we please extend a huge congratulations to you.
today healthcare is not is a subject of only cities. It is not has reached to the villages and the township and everything. So we have now a product which is digital. For example, you can do the testing there and then it can be transferred to the pathological lab in Mumbai or Delhi or anywhere. Reporting can be done for there. It will create a merger of basically a divide between a rural and the urban situations, and it's going to help for future.
Air Liquide Medical Systems, you are up next. Can we please have you on the stage?
At Air Liquide, our mission is to build a healthier, safer, and more sustainable future for India. We are honored that ETH has recognized Air Liquide Medical System one of the best healthcare brands 2025 and also awarded our product MTO. We sincerely thank you for the recognition. We bring together industrial and medical gases driving decarbonization, engineering, healthcare technology, and life-saving medical devices. We are proud to bring to India our latest innovation, the MTO, a premium advanced ICU ventilator designed and manufactured in France. And we also manufacture high-quality ICU ventilator right here in India, supporting critical care with local expertise. We are the #1 provider of home health care in France. Our goal is to support Indian patient and healthcare system with accessible technology, enable care from chronic disease management to critical care solution.
Can we please have ILS Hospitals accepting the proud honors?
There has been a lot going on in this space, especially a lot of push from the government towards digitalization of the entire healthcare platforms. One thing which would really make it even more inclusive would be the availability of good quality internet across the board and integration of these e-health platforms and video calling platforms with the different HIS of the hospitals, along with that of the Ayushman Bharat network as well. We are also integrating, there are many softwares which are integrating with that, including our own softwares which are integrating with the National Health Mission for this. And that is, I think, one of the largest steps which can be taken to make this available to the underserved population of India.
Safi Hospital, congratulations, this is your moment.
The services for what we provide is international standard. That is why more than 90 countries prefer Safi Hospital as a destination for their healthcare. So we see people getting recover faster because what we believe is it's only we give treatment. It is he who cures. That is what we believe in the philosophy of. And the hospital and the trust is 50 years old. And we are serving nation throughout this 50 years, and we have seen a lot of patients going happily outside here. And if you talk about the regular of the patient, come back to us because what sort of treatment, what sort of services we offer is world class. So that's the reason why people prefer Safi as a destination for their healthcare.